I've been thinking about the high of getting things done. I know you know it. It's like, oh yes, done, satisfied, yay, success. It feels great, right? It's like, oh yeah, accomplishment, a sense of satisfaction. And then what happens? Right? There's a rush of energy, perhaps. That's how I notice this heart, mind, body experiencing it. There's an excitement and enthusiasm. And then if I pay attention to it, there's either like the crash that comes after it, or maybe what I notice is that like compulsion or desire to get the next thing done, like get her done, like that's gonna what that is gonna what get her done. That's what's gonna make me feel good, right? There's this delusion that that's the path, that that's the way, that that's the step toward freedom or peace or ease or satisfaction and contentment, like feeling good, right? And of course we want to feel good, like nothing wrong with that. But have you noticed that that isn't actually what makes you feel good? Like that constant chase, that struggle, that striving, that grasping for, we call it greed in the Buddhist language, right? This greed for feeling good, like it doesn't make us feel good. It actually feels bad. It feels like a sense of lack, of not enoughness. If you're open to it, I'd like to invite you to explore a different approach. And sure, of course, there are things that we need to get done. We have responsibilities, like obviously. And what happens if when we accomplish something, we stop? Can you imagine like stopping? We stop and notice and receive that feeling of accomplishment. It's like, oh yeah. Can we stop and rest and feel, experience that sense of satisfaction? Because if we stop and experience it, it gets into the nervous system. It gets into the marrow of our bones or into the hard drive, as one of my teachers, Peggy Roe Ward, likes to language it. Right? It gets in there. And as it gets in there, we get nourished and we get fed. And we get more and more freedom from our compulsivity and our compulsive behaviors. We get more and more freedom from our compulsivity and our compulsive behaviors and this underlying sense of lack. I know you know what I'm talking about, right? Like there's this underlying sense of lack. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. If only. It's like, is that really true? Have you noticed that when you get that thing, you accomplish that thing that you know is going to make you feel better, that feeling better is really brief, right? It's not a lasting sense of happiness. I know you've noticed it if you're paying attention. So there's another way. And I'd like to invite you to explore it. And that is to notice the sense of satisfaction from a job well done or accomplishing something or completing something. And to rest into that feeling. To recognize, acknowledge, and experience the sense of accomplishment and what that feels like. And maybe you'll notice that like, oh, next, I need the next fix, the next hit. Like, you notice that and what that feels like. And as the awareness develops and grows, wisdom naturally emerges. So the wiser decisions are made. You don't have to do it. You can't. You would have if you could, right? Yeah. But you can practice to notice. So try it out and let me know how it goes. Text me, email me, call me, tell me. I want to know. Chat something right here, Let me know. How does it feel to actually notice the sense of satisfaction that's there when you accomplish something? Or how does it feel to notice that, like, oh, next, please, next, I need the next, and how that feels. Or how does that feel, that next? I'm like, oh, I need to get the next. Notice and let me know. May this support your practice and your movement toward freedom.